Look around any city street, and you will see the exact same physical posture, the universal downward tilt. We navigate crosswalks, busy sidewalks, and even conversations through a 6-inch pane of glass, routinely tuning out our immediate surroundings. To correct this, major tech executives like Mark Zuckerberg are pointing toward a specific piece of hardware: AI-powered smart glasses. Companies like Meta, Google, and Apple are pouring capital into this technology right now, predicting that these wearables will reach mainstream adoption within the next 10 years. The goal is to move computing off our palms and back up to eye level, forcing us to actually look at the world again. Imagine your morning routine a few years from now. You step out your front door. No fumbling for a map. Your hands are entirely empty. As you walk, floating arrows project directly onto the pavement in front of you, guiding you to your destination without breaking your stride. If someone speaks to you in another language, an onboard AI instantly translates their words into floating subtitles, while urgent text messages quietly hover in the corner of your peripheral vision. You never stop moving on the sidewalk. You never break eye contact with the people around you to tap a screen. This chart shows the projected volume of smart glass shipments over the next few years. With the market approaching 8.7 million units by 2025, the early stages of this hardware transition are already underway. But turning that seamless vision into an everyday reality requires solving severe engineering problems and rewiring how humans behave in public. The primary hurdle comes down to raw computational load. Processing live video, projecting AR graphics, and running AI locally requires massive amounts of power. Look inside any modern smartphone. Nearly half of the physical space is entirely dedicated to a heavy lithium-ion battery. That giant chemical reserve is strictly required to keep the adjacent logic boards and intensive processors running smoothly throughout a normal day. Now, look at the profile of a pair of smart glasses. You have to fit displays, processors, and a power source entirely onto the bridge of your nose and a few millimeters of plastic resting on your ears. If you make the battery large enough to last all day, the glasses become too heavy. Shrink the battery for comfort, and high-end models die in about 6 hours. Because of this, current smart glasses offload the heavy lifting. They rely on a wireless connection to route the intense computing tasks back to the phone in your pocket. Until battery chemistry makes a massive leap forward, the physical weight of high-end computation simply cannot rest entirely on the human face. Then there's the social problem. Imagine sitting in a crowded coffee shop, where a simple tap on your glasses silently captures a photo. To map your environment and project navigation, these glasses must maintain high-definition cameras constantly facing outward. When someone takes a photo with a smartphone, they hold up a glowing rectangle. The intent is obvious, but wearable tech makes recording practically invisible. Capturing footage of bystanders in public spaces without clear warning or consent triggers widespread pushback and intense legal debates. While engineers can optimize processors and reduce battery size, gaining the trust of the general public is a deeply human challenge that silicon alone cannot solve. The actual 10-year vision for this technology is grounded in much more practical, immediate realities than the science fiction dreams might suggest. The tech industry is unlikely to obliterate the smartphone overnight, as the current hardware simply has too much utility. We are moving toward a symbiotic partnership. The smartphone remains the heavy-duty processing engine, doing the math in your pocket, while the glasses serve as the lightweight visual interface on your face. You will still buy and carry a phone, but you will rarely need to pull it out. The screen itself becomes secondary. This post-smartphone era ends the head-down posture of the last decade, permanently returning human attention to the physical world, while the hardware that powers it stays tucked away.